Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Welcome to a brand new Fallout 4 video. So, more or less hot on the heels of the next generation update, there is another update. Not terribly surprisingly, the next gen update came out a few weeks ago, and pros and cons, as there always are, particularly on the mod side, a few things got broken, and I think surprising nobody, Bethesda have followed up with a subsequent update. My hunch, and it really is a hunch, but my hunch is that there might be another one coming down the pipeline at some point. Bethesda haven't said anything to that effect, but I just got a funny feeling, you know? We'll see what happens, I guess. But yeah, we have a shiny new update to Fallout 4. It's not a particularly big one, but it's got a few key fixes, particularly looking at things like mods, and a couple of new additions that I think people will be happy to see. So let's take a gander, shall we? And here we go. Fallout 4 Next Gen Update 2. Notes. It's only small, this one, but here are our shiny patch notes. Fallout 4 has received a new update that adds the ability to manage your control over the game's graphical fidelity or performance. There have also been additional fixes and improvements to address some of the feedback you provided us with on the previous update. So there's the update numbers, as always, linked down below if you want to check out these patch notes and read them for yourself. But we're going to go through it all because, well, they're right there. So, you know. So yeah, patch highlights. Well, it's not the longest list of stuff, but some nice stuff here anyway. Thanks to your feedback, we've been able to implement the ability to control your graphical fidelity and performance. So this is console, Series S and X and PlayStation 5 specifically. We highly recommend you run with the default settings, bear that in mind, but you can now change your options to better fit your playstyle and display. So, frame rate target. The frame rate target allows you to choose between 30, 40 and 60, which is the default. It's important to note that to select 40, your display must be able to support 120 Hz. So, visual performance prioritization. So basically you can choose between prioritizing the frame rate or the look of the game. So, yeah, in short, that's basically what it says right there. You can now choose between visuals and performance, default setting, while trying to maintain the target frame rate. So basically the game will target that 60 frames over maintaining the look first, whereas if you set it to do so, it will focus on the look, but you might see frame rate dips more often if you go down that road. If you choose your target frame rate of 60, we recommend selecting performance, while both modes may adjust internal resolution dynamically when scenes or action get heavier. Both modes can only be changed from the main menu, so you will have to go out of the game and then change it and then go back in if you are playing, which is fairly simple. So, bug fixes. Short list, but there's some key stuff here, particularly targeting mods. So, those of you who've been having issues on that front will definitely be keen to see some of these fixes, I think. So, general stability improvements. This is frustratingly vague, but I suspect that the alternative is frustratingly out in the weeds, game design, programmy type stuff. So, you know, we probably don't want to go that way either. Fix the visual issue with certain image spaces. Now, that one is painfully vague. Maybe that means something more to you than it does to me, but yeah, that is very, very vague. Also, HDR is re-enabled with the Xbox Series S and X. So, yeah, HDR should be working again. Cool. If you happen to have access to that. Fixed an issue where reserved space was not displayed correctly in load order menu, Xbox Series S and X. So this is an Xbox-specific change that affects your mods. So basically, from the sound of things, this will have prevented you from installing and activating mods due to the space allocations that you're given to do that. This should now hopefully allow you to reactivate and install and so on and so forth any mods that you want to do. So they fixed an issue with character name field when in widescreen mode, so when you're naming your character at the beginning, I assume. Fixed an issue that can occasionally cause bundles to not fully download and cause a crash, so I'm guessing that's either packets of information in the update or possibly DLCs that then only partially download and you wind up with a pile of corrupted files that the game's trying to pull from. Doesn't tend to work so well when that's the case. Fix an issue with material swaps. I have absolutely no idea what that could be. It sounds like a reskinning thing, but maybe that applies to creations, maybe it applies to mods, maybe it applies to something else altogether. Maybe, well, they did do some sort of visual improvements, particularly for consoles and stuff, so maybe with the increased fidelities of textures and stuff like that was causing issues. Might be something to do with that. Either way, it's a fix. Fixed an issue with load order that would break DLC until a restart after downloading mods on the PlayStation 5. and fix an issue that would occasionally cause a crash if you return to the main menu with the queued mods still downloading, also on PlayStation 5. So hopefully that's a couple of key issues affecting PlayStation players and their mods, and they should be able to continue their modded playthroughs or start modded playthroughs and so on and so forth with greater facility and fewer problems, we hope. Fix an issue that could cause the Creation Club menu to not appear on Microsoft Store, so that's if you're playing through Game Pass or the like. And fix the crash that could occur when connecting to the network after a suspend resume with the network disabled on Xbox One. So presumably if you're coming in and out of the game with certain network connections not connected, you'd have issues. There's a Creation Club fix to round it out, fix the missing art issue with certain creations, which is not hugely exciting. So there's some nice stuff in here, and hopefully this will mean that those of you who are having issues with mods, or at least some of you that are having issues with mods, will find that your mods are working better now, or at all, and download this and give it a go if you've been having issues, is obviously the, the way to answer that question. But it is quite a short list of things. On the one hand, that's a tiny bit disappointing, because I know there are people going to look at this and go, well, here's the issues that I was having and it's not fixed. That's inevitable, always happens. On the other hand, I'm not terribly surprised, given that Fallout 4 is the better part of a decade old. It's only a small subset of the team at Bethesda working on it. So, it's not like the whole studio is working on this. So, a smaller batch of fixes is not particularly surprising from a small subset of people working on it. So, yeah, it's kind of there. But because of that, and because I suspect there are a number of things that people have brought up in the last couple of weeks that are not listed on here, I would expect we'll see, perhaps a couple of weeks from now, maybe, a subsequent follow-up patch to this that will hopefully smooth out any further issues, or at least some further issues that might not have been got with this particular update. We'll see. Hopefully this will get a good number of people rolling anyway, and yeah, as I say, that's just a guess on my end, but I've got a feeling there might be another one coming. Anyway, there we go. Hope you folks found that useful and informative. That is the new update. It won't take very long to download. I shouldn't think it's megabytes, not gigabytes, so not a massive update, but hopefully it makes a big difference. There we go. Hope you guys found this useful and informative. As I say, if you did, please consider dropping subs and likes, hit that notification bell. I'll try and keep you updated with any further updates and things that are going on with Fallout 4. If you get a chance, join us for live streams. We are going to be playing, funnily enough, Fallout 4 later on this evening. And we're cosplaying 76, and we've got a few other bits and pieces on the go as well. So if you want to get outside the usual wheelhouse, then have a look around. It should be good fun. Join us for that. Down below, as always, social media links, merch store, and channel memberships if you'd like to support the channel that way. Hugely appreciated, massively helps out. Massive thank you to everyone who's done that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.